After yesterday's collapse, we see a stabilizing movement, and yes, this opens up space for the possibility of a recovery just above a critical support point. However, this reaction alone is not yet enough to continue the previous uptrend. We need more technical evidence to support an upward movement, even though we are very close to critical support areas, both for the SPY and the QQQ, as well as for many other stocks, as we are gonna see in today's video. So let us study the market together, looking at the technical evidence in order to get a complete picture of what's going on right here, right now, and prepare ourselves for whatever may come next. This is the Finance Hydra channel where I share technical studies of the market every single day. No bias, no guesswork or assumptions. Here, I give you facts based on technique, statistics, and of course, strategy. My name is Nathan. Welcome to another video. Now, as we can see here, the SPY ETF is stabilizing its price above the 586. The support level we have been monitoring in this channel for a quite long time right now, even before the breakout of the 600 support level. Now, it is no surprise to see such stabilization. However, this alone is not a crystal clear bottom signal yet, because as far as I know, we see another bearish candlestick pattern, and if the SPY loses its support level at 586, we're just gonna continue the bearish sentiment on the 1-hour chart, short-term wise, and in this scenario, we're gonna retest the next support level, which is 576, closing this open gap over here, which, by the way, is very close to the 21-week EMA, the exponential moving average on the weekly chart. Therefore, we see a double support level in two different time frames around the 576. Therefore, if the SPY loses 586, it could easily drop more $10 over here to our next technical support level. We do not see any meaningful technical evidence suggesting that we're gonna hold above this support level, so we gotta watch out. We gotta be very careful around this key point. Now you may ask, but Nathan, what if we see a bullish reaction? What if we see a crystal clear bottom signal above the 586? Well, in this scenario, we may see SPY bouncing again, okay? And any bounce to the $600 to the 21-day EMA would be totally plausible, all right? So any bounce over here is technically acceptable. However, we gotta see a better bullish reaction, because this reaction alone is not enough. Now, you may say, but Nathan, I know technical patterns. As far as I know, this candlestick pattern is a homing pigeon candlestick pattern, because according to Thomas Bukowski's studies in his website, thepatternSite.com, a homing pigeon has a theoretical performance of a bullish reversal. Yes, it is. However, be careful, because its tested performance is of bearish continuation 56% of the time, which is not much, all right? It is near random. However, in my humble experience, when we see a homing pigeon above a support level, odds are that we're gonna continue the bullish sentiment at least for a while, okay? Either way, we gotta watch out the 586 and see how it is gonna behave in the next few days. If we see a crystal clear bullish reaction tomorrow or maybe Monday, great, fantastic. We are gonna bounce to the $600 again, and then we'll see if this is gonna be a real bullish reversal or not. Meanwhile, 586 is our most important support level, all right? Just as the 515 is QQQ's most important support level, because it is not only the previous top level, now support level, another example of how the principle of polarity works here in technical analysis, but it is also very close to the 21-day EMA, and it is very close to this purple trend line, which connects the previous bottom levels since August this year on the QQQ. Therefore, it is now or never. This is the last chance we see for the SPY and the QQQ to react, because only by reacting above our critical support levels right now, we can see another bullish recovery, all right? So far, there is no clear bottom signal, but if we see one, fantastic. We may recover and seek even higher levels, and this is why you should subscribe to this channel if you are still not a subscriber, because I'm here every single day giving to you details on what's going on, the most important turning points on the market. I always describe here in this channel, so subscribe, click the like button to support me as well. I highly appreciate your support and your audience, my friends. Thank you very much. Now, as we can see here, Nvidia, how this movement on the broad market is going to affect our stocks, because as far as I know, Nvidia is on the verge of making something very dangerous. We see a possible head and shoulders chart pattern over here, which was technically triggered, all right? But we see Nvidia reacting around the trigger point, around the neckline of this chart pattern. So there is still a small chance that it is gonna avoid a bearish situation, a sharper correction to the $115 again. However, we gotta see a better reaction, preferably closing above the 21-day EMA, because this moving average has been consistently acting as a reliable resistance level for Nvidia 1, 2, 3, 4 times right now. So we gotta see a better reaction. Right now, this reaction is good, it is interesting, but a true, meaningful bullish reversal will only occur after the breakout of the 21-day EMA. Either way, right now we are trying to react, all right? We are going up more than 2%, great, fantastic, but it all depends on how the indices are going to behave from here, and of course on how Nvidia is going to close in the next few days. If we see more bullish candles over here, great. We could easily recover and seek maybe the 146 or maybe even the all-time high area near the 150s. All right, but so far, apparently, we are just stabilizing our price near this support level. Okay, so we gotta watch out in this key support zone. Regarding Tesla, this one is particularly interesting because this one triggered a top signal, a classic top signal, right? A hanging man candlestick pattern, which I know it is more like a bullish continuation most of the time, more often than not. However, by losing and closing below this candle's low, we are triggering this hanging man pattern. We are losing momentum. When we look at the 1-hour chart, we see Tesla making a possible, right? Not that it is not that clear, but we see a possible double top chart pattern. Either way, it lost the previous support level along with the 21-hour EMA. The previous support level was at 457, and I did warn the members of the 5% project about this support line, which by the way you can have access, because if you want to learn how to identify the most important turning points of the market with us, become a member of the 5% project, which is our educational project where I teach you to trade in practice, sharing trading strategies in real time. And of course, as a bonus, you get an ebook written by me where I teach you the main technical patterns that we actually trade every single day in our community. We are skin in the game, and the best thing is that you can download the ebook for free, as I give you a trial period just to see if you can benefit from our insights. So join the 5% project. You won't be charged to test our service, cancel whatever you want, and join a community of dozens of traders and investors who are committed to improving their performance. The link to my website is in this video's description, all right? Just join us over there. Now, Tesla lost this support line, the most important support level seen on the 1-hour chart that actually turned the bullish sentiment into a bearish sentiment on the 1 hour chart. All right, now okay, we are dropping, we are correcting. Our next technical support level is $414. We are very close to this key point, but Tesla will not truly continue the bullish sentiment as long as we stay below 557. All right, that's the most important inflection point. This is why I did warn you guys about it on our Telegram channel, because guys, it is a technical bearish chart structure. All right, so only by breaking and closing above 457, we are gonna resume the bullish bias and possibly seek higher and higher levels. For now, we can expect more correction. Okay, regarding AMD, and of course, guys, of course, when I say a correction, there is absolutely no reason to panic, because since we are still in an uptrend, any correction, any pullback to our support level is totally acceptable. Okay, totally acceptable, and possibly will be another buying opportunity near a support level when the risk reward ratio is optimized, is at its peak. And of course, if we see a buy signal, it is gonna be a technical clear buy signal. All right, but right now Tesla is not a buy, it is just correcting. We see it losing momentum, but if we break and close above 457, fantastic, we're gonna resume the uptrend, no big surprises. All right, now regarding AMD, this one is more problematic because it is losing the 121 support level, the weekly support level, as we can see over here, making another gigantic lower high, lower low. And that's extremely dangerous, because if we lose the support level, guys, AMD has no other support levels beyond the $93, below the $100 mark. So we gotta be very careful. If you ask me, there is still time for AMD to react. Yes, there is, but we gotta see a reaction as soon as possible, preferably tomorrow. Then, and only then, maybe we're gonna see a bottom signal over here or not. Meanwhile, we should just wait. All right, I don't recommend buying AMD. I don't see AMD as a buy right now. I do not see any bullish structure over here, no bottom signal at all. It is just a sell, so we gotta be very careful over here. Now regarding Palantir, this one, as I have been telling you guys, as long as we stay above this critical double support level made by the 21-day EMA, made by the $71, we are not gonna turn bearish. Palantir will continue its upward momentum over here, not triggering a top signal because we are above these two lines over here. Only if we lose these lines, we're gonna see an actual bearish reversal chart structure, suggesting a top signal on the weekly chart, making a correction on the weekly chart, possibly back to the 21-week EMA. As long as we stay above these two lines over here, great, everything will remain under control. All right, so Palantir is still in a relatively safe situation, if you allow me to use such word in this context. All right, now regarding MicroStrategy, this one is triggering a bearish pivot point. It is doing what Palantir could do in the future if we see Palantir losing its support level, because by losing this support area around $356, MicroStrategy is triggering a lower high, lower low, right? In this case, our next technical target is the gap 279. Guys, remember, gaps work as magnets for the price when we see a reversal. Right now, yes, we see a reversal, so this gap is going to be our next technical target, especially if we close below the 356 on the weekly chart. All right, especially if we do that. There is still time for us to see a very good reaction tomorrow, but right now the situation is not looking good for MicroStrategy. The gap at 279 is going to be our next technical target as long as we don't see any meaningful technical evidence suggesting otherwise. Alright, so let's be careful over here. Now, regarding Sofi, this one is on the verge, is retesting its support area, okay? Just like on the SPY, just like on the QQQ, we see a possible homing pigeon candlestick pattern over here, which is not that clear, alright, because we are slightly below yesterday's close, but still, we could see a bullish reaction soon. Now, if we lose the $14.85, we are done, alright? Sofi is gonna make a new low, losing the previous support level, giving the impression of a possible double top chart pattern over here, right? In this case, we could easily retest our next support level around $13, which was this gap level over here, which we closed. We technically closed this gap on November 14. It is going to be our next technical support level again, alright? So it all depends on how Sofi is gonna close this week, tomorrow, if we're gonna lose the 14.85 or not. Of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated in this channel, so if you're still not a subscriber, dude, it is too late for you, because watching this video about TA for 15-16 minutes right now is not for everyone. So subscribe, click the like button to support me as well. Thank you very much for your audience. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.